Hello, everybody. It is Monday, June 1st, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. Apologies for the voice if it sounds, I'm under the weather right now, and it's a tough one. So we're just gonna try and get through this. Not the longest episode. Let's just get right into it. Giants had a great game yesterday. They won 19-6 over the Colorado Rockies. Giants 19 runs on 25 hits. They committed 3 errors. The Rockies had 6 runs on 10 hits. They committed 3 errors. This game was nuts. The winning pitcher for the Giants, Caleb Killian, inning pitched 2 strikeouts. The losing pitcher was Gordon for the Rockies. 4 runs on 6 hits over 3 innings. Robbie Ray was the starter. He gave up 3 runs, only one of them earned, but he committed the error himself, so I'm not really sure how that works. He gave up those 3 runs on 5 hits, struck out 6. The walk numbers only 2, but you'd like to get deeper into the game if you're Robbie Ray. But it's an okay start. Just try to get that pitch count down a little bit. The main story from this game for the Giants was for sure the offense. Like I mentioned, 19 runs, that's a season high. 25 hits, definitely a season high. They just were awesome in this game. And you go up and down the lineup, every single player, every single starter at least, had a hit. No, it's if you go down the lineup, every single player that took an at bat in this game got a hit for the Giants. And I mean, you look at it. Casey Schmidt led off 3 for 6, 2 RBIs. Rafi Devers had 4 hits and 6 at bats. He had 3 doubles, and he had an RBI. I'm gonna go through. Uh, we'll go through every single one. Luis Arias. Uh, he had 1 hit, a couple of sac flies, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. Willie Adames 3 for 5 with a grand slam. Amazing. Jung Hoo Lee, of course, who we're going to talk about, 5 for 6 with 4 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. Fantastic. Matt Chapman, he left some runners on base, but he was 1 for 6 with an RBI double. Bryce Eldridge, man, 4 for 6, 2 doubles, and an absolute moonshot home run. He scored 4 times in this game. Daniel Susac 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Jesus Rodriguez came in as a pinch hitter. In the 9th inning, he had a 2-run home run. Drew Gilbert 1 for 6 with a reverse unicorn triple. Barracoto did not have an at-bat in this game. He was a defensive replacement. And Jonah Cox, making his MLB debut, had a double, his first career hit, and he also scored a run coming in as a pinch runner the inning before. So every single player that took an at-bat for the Giants in this game had a hit. Schmidt had 3 of them. Jonah Cox got his first career hit with a double. Devers had 3 doubles, 4 hits overall. Luis Arias, 1 hit, 3 RBIs. Willie Adames, 3 hits, including a grand slam. Jung Hoo Lee had 5 hits. Matt Chapman had an RBI double. Bryce Eldridge, 4 hits, a homer and 2 doubles. Susac had an RBI double. Jesus Rodriguez had a 2-run homer. Drew Gilbert reverse unicorn triple. The entire offense was clicking, especially Jung Hoo Lee and Bryce Eldridge. I mean, this was an absolutely fantastic game from the Giants offense. That's what we kind of been expecting. Let's go over the individual players. The MVP, in my opinion, yesterday was Jung Hoo Lee, and Jung Hoo Lee has had an incredible series. He overall, 11 for 15 in this series. That's over 700. He has multiple hits in every single game. The first game, 4 for 5. The second game, 2 for 4. And then yesterday, he was 5 for 6. 11 for 15. 8 singles and 3 doubles. Jung Hoo Lee, this is his first series back from the IL. And it's like he never left. In fact, he's come back stronger. This is an incredible series. I mean, you get a hit in half your at-bats in a series. That's success. But 11 for 15, that's unbelievable. Um, that's almost I want to say 2/3, no, more than 2/3. Uh, it's insane. Jung Hoo Lee, of course, being on the IL, I think that was probably a key part of the way we've been playing recently, why we've kind of sucked. But oh man, Jung Hoo Lee was so good yesterday. His the at bats are even better than before before he was on the IL. And I was a little worried that the injury would kind of slow him down a little bit. He's been so good this year, and I was a little worried the injury would prevent him from being himself the way we've seen him earlier in the year. He's come back stronger. 11 for 15, just spraying the ball all over the field. That's what the Giants had in mind when they signed Jung Hoo Lee. That's who we've wanted him to be this whole time. And he's not just spraying the ball over the field like lightly. No, he's lining balls all over the place. He is absolutely on fire. This is his best series of his career so far. He is absolutely scorching hot directly off the injured list. And if he can continue that, that might be able to spark something with his offense. Additionally, I want to talk about Bryce Eldridge, our number one prospect. All the talk from this past month, a lot of it was about how Bryce Eldridge is not getting consistent playing time. They brought him up with the idea that he would be playing every day, but he wasn't. But now he's playing every day, and look at this 4 for 6, and he scored 4 runs in this game. He had a single, a line out, a ground out, and a 453-foot bomb to center field. This was an absolute tater. I mean, he crushed a ton of baseballs in this game. 3 extra base hits, one of them being a home run, of course. He had 1 RBI, which he knocked himself in, and then 4 runs scored. So he was a big part of this offensive performance. And the at-bats are just so good. And I've been noticing that basically ever since he got his first career homer, I believe that was against the Pirates, he's been having incredible at-bats since then. And just the way that he's taking pitches, he's only swinging at good ones. The strikeout numbers are kind of down, and now you're seeing him connect on some baseballs and just send them into orbit. He is such a talented young hitter, and if he continues to play every day, which he should have been doing already, but now that he's established himself that he can hit in the MLB, I think, guys, look out. Bryce Eldridge is arrived. He is here. He is ready to do damage. And now that the entire offense seemingly is going right again, you add a hot Bryce Eldridge into the middle of that, and boy, this lineup starts to look a whole lot better than it did in April. And that's one of the reasons, despite the struggles, that I'm going to continue to tune into the Giants, is so I can watch Bryce Eldridge take his at bats because they are fun at bats to watch. And now, more likely than not, he's going to just piece up the baseball. So I'm really excited to see what's going on here with Bryce Eldridge. We might have some breaking news. One second. Let's continue talking about the Giants. Um, we might have some breaking news, but anyway, just the entire offense was so good. Rafael Devers, 3 extra base hits. This is one of Rafi's best games as a Giant. I'm so happy that he's going right as well. I mean, we got some absolute boppers in the lineup right now. I'm really excited about it. Um, I also want to talk about Jonah Cox. What a great debut he had. He went straight from Double A to the majors, which is not unheard of, but it's very uncommon. And they brought him up, and I mean, he had a double in his first at bat. He scored a run. He's pretty fast out there. I liked what I saw from him yesterday. I don't want to go, too crazy here saying he's going to be the future of the team, but um, that would be insane. Uh, it's just a good game. Now, listen, I do want to say this is just one game. We did score a ton of runs, had a ton of hits, but it was against the Rockies. So you want to kind of take that with a grain of salt. I'm very encouraged by the way we played offensively, but at the same time, it's also like, well, it's in Coors, it's against the Rockies. What are you going to do? I'm not magically gonna say like, oh, the season is fixed. We're still kind of dead in the water here. 13 games under still, but that was a fun game yesterday. Maybe we can start trending in the right direction. Unless they do this every game, I'm not going to be overly impressed. I am impressed, but I'm not moved by it. We gotta be better. Uh, we gotta try and carry this over. We can't get too high because we. I just want to say this. Like 13 days ago, or whatever it was, 2 weeks ago, I looked at this stretch of the Diamondbacks, the White Sox, the Diamondbacks again, and the Rockies, and I said we should aim to win 8 or 9 out of 12 in this 12 game stretch. And what ended up happening was we lost 9 of 12 in that stretch. So the complete reversal. Just a disastrous stretch. And I thought it could be a turning point. It was a turning point in the sense that the season is pretty much over now because of our bad play. So, very unfortunate that happened. That's why I'm not too overexcited about this win here. But um, it is a nice moment, and a lot of good things happen, and we should be positive about it. Today is a rough series that will begin against the Milwaukee Brewers, one of the best teams in baseball. It's going to be Roop versus Droham, and look, this is going to be super tough. This is going to be a very tough series. This is one of the best teams in baseball. If we can win this series, I will feel better about our situation. But I really don't know if that's. I don't think it's going to happen. I would be surprised if we even win a game. It's a 4 game set, I believe. It is a 4 game set against the Brewers. Um, in Milwaukee. This is very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. I am quite concerned about it. Uh, yeah, we'll have to see. So we have some NFL news. There might be a huge NFL news that we might be talking about, but this isn't one of the big ones. Um, this is Odell Beckham Jr., one of the best receivers of my childhood, has man, he's gone back to the New York Giants. This is incredible. OBJ back to the New York Giants. That's the team that he was an outstanding rookie on. And this is kind of nostalgic for me and for people in my generation because OBJ is one of the best receivers of our lifetime. I remember all those edits, all those catches he was making, man. Madden 16 cover athlete, Madden Mobile, OBJ on the cover of Madden Mobile, which was a legendary game in my childhood. Um, OBJ back on the Giants feels right. It feels like it feels right. It's a good thing. I don't know if he's going to do anything, but it feels right. Now, you might have some huge NFL news here that I just got word of. If this is true, I am. No way. Oh my goodness, it's true. According to ESPN, Myles Garrett has just been traded to the Los Angeles Rams. The Browns are sending Myles Garrett to the Rams for Jared Verse and at least a first round pick, maybe other ones. This is unbelievable. This is breaking news here. Um, Myles Garrett going to the Rams. This is terrible news for me as a 49er fan. Myles Garrett is one of, if not the best defensive ends in the league. He just came off of breaking the sack record on the Browns. Now he's going to the Rams. This is a huge trade. Jared Verse is a fantastic end, but he's not Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's one of the best, maybe one of the best all time, and he's going to the Rams. This is a huge deal. This is a huge deal for the NFL. Um, I can't believe this. This makes the Rams, in my opinion, the Super Bowl favorites. an already good defense with a great coordinator, and they just added Myles Garrett. I don't believe this. Um, I'm still shocked about this. We're gonna have to talk about this more tomorrow because I have to go. But wow, 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 this is one of the biggest trades maybe ever. And we're gonna leave it there. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.